For the installation of the hardcover, the following tools will be required: 1 3/8 wrench, 1 7/16 wrench, 1 9/16 wrench, 1 9/16 3/8 drive socket, 1 3/8 drive ratchet, 1/4 and 1/8 inch Allen key, and a pair of side cutters. Do not stack objects on the hardcover, as this may cause hidden damage. Make sure the hardcover is standing in the proper position as indicated by the labels. Using a pair of side cutters, cut the straps that hold the box together. Next, remove the top two corner protectors as well as the white side protectors. Following this, carefully lift off the top half of the box. Have one person carefully lift one side of the cover while the other removes the corner protector. Repeat process on opposite side. Next, peel open the bottom half of the box. Under no circumstances should you use a knife. If you do, you risk scratching the cover. Now you'll have to locate the install kit attached to the inside of the box and set it aside. Open the installation kit. Inside you'll find 6 clamps and bolts, 6 threaded blocks, and a bottle of touch-up paint. Start by removing the end caps from the tie-down rails at the rear of the box. Now, thread in one of the Allen head bolts into one of the threaded blocks. This will make their installation much easier. Slide blocks into the rail. Make a note that the threads in the block are offset. Make sure the side that has the threads closest to it is the top side. Repeat this step for all 6 blocks. An appropriate location for each block is shown in the instructions provided with the cover. Now assemble the clamp as shown using one bottom piece along with one Allen head bolt. Thread the bolt into the block while leaving it loose for future adjustment. Next, repeat this step for all 6 clamps. Remove the hardcover from the packaging material, using caution not to damage the hardcover. Do not use a knife to cut through the plastic. This may seem tedious, but using a knife may cause a scratched hardcover. Cut the keys loose from the cover. Do not cut the straps that are holding the scissor lift closed. With the tailgate open, carefully lift the hardcover out of the box. Be careful not to let any loose packaging get in your way. Set the hardcover on the truck, making sure not to scratch the truck. Ease the cover down. Do not drop the cover onto the truck. Carefully lift the rear of the cover and close the tailgate. Push the cover ahead so the rear rubber gasket just makes contact with the tailgate. Do not fully compress the gasket. Check all angles to make sure the cover is square and not touching any painted surface on the truck. Carefully lift the rear of the cover and open the tailgate, making sure not to move the cover forward or backward. Using a source of light, recheck the placement of all your clamps. Once you are satisfied with the placement of your clamps, use your Allen key to tighten them. Repeat this step for all 6 clamps. Install the top half of the clamp. Do not forget the lock washer, and make sure clamp is extremely tight. Repeat this step for all 6 of the clamps. At this time, cut the tie straps holding the scissor lifts closed. Unlock the hard cover and open it. Now it's time to check the operation of the cover by opening and closing the cover with the tailgate open. Once again, it is necessary to make sure that the cover is still sitting square. Once you have the cover opening and closing to your satisfaction, close the tailgate, recheck your alignment, and you're all finished. If your cover happens to be sitting too high or too low, adjust the latch pin plate height accordingly by loosening the latch bolts and raising or lowering the latch plate. Then you'll have to retighten your bolts. Another issue you may face is having to adjust the rotary latch by loosening the bolts on the latch bracket and moving from side to side or front to back. Then of course you'll have to retighten your bolts once again. If you change something in the latching system, you may have to adjust the latch rods. This can be done by loosening the set screw on the rod guide and sliding the latch rod towards the center of the outer edge of the hardcover until they are snug. Retighten the rod guide set screws. Do not over tighten.